Hey guys, I just finished editing and uploading my last vlog, and I have not filmed anything since last Sunday. Today's Saturday, so it's been a week with no filming, and it's just incredible what has happened this week with the coronavirus. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if any of you have seen the movie Contagion. It's not as bad as that movie, but I mean, let's face it, it's pretty bad. I actually just found out that the travel from the UK has been halted, which gave me like the sickest feeling in my stomach because my sister and my nephews and brother-in-law are there, and it's just like, there's just something sickening about the feeling that, you know, you're separated and you know, there's no there's no way to travel to or from, like in an emergency. Or maybe they would let my sister come over, or because she's a US citizen, I don't know. And not that she would want to or need to, but you know what I mean, it just feels weird. So, update on what we've been doing. I had begun buying some like supplies the week that I filmed. So I guess that was 2 weeks ago. But I have gotten a lot more. I had been trying to empty out our pantry and our refrigerator because we're moving. But of course I've had to buy everything. So I wanted to show what I've gotten. I'm not gonna like line it up on the counter and do a haul or anything because it's just already put away. And I know that for some, let me say something about this. I have been really infuriated with some of the nonsense going on social media, including some people who I'm close to, friends. I do not consider people hysterical for stocking up on things for their family. Michael is in a vulnerable category because he's over 60 and he has an underlying heart issue, but I mean, he's fine, his heart's fine, but he takes medicine. But you know, it is not hysterical to want to get enough supplies and stuff to be in your home and not have to go out for several weeks. I mean, we could go longer than that. But I don't consider it hysterical, and I take really big offense to people who are just mocking it all the time. I mean, everyone needs a little sense of humor, takes the edge off about the toilet paper and everyone stocking up on toilet paper, but there's also something about protecting your family and being prepared. And so anyway, this is what I got. All right, let's start with the pantry. And also I wanted to say that, you know, most of the stuff I got at Costco. So I wouldn't necessarily have bought these big things if it wasn't at Costco. So a little humor for St. Patrick's Day, and it never hurts to be lucky. I got that cereal, and oh, Michael and I are having our 8th anniversary in 3 days on St. Patrick's Day. So we'll be spending that at home. Okay, so I got the cereal, I got Mercy some animal crackers. I got these a while back, those noodles. Of course, we still have these cup of noodles. I mean, you get so many. We don't eat them that often, but they are kind of comforting to have on hand. I saw a report of this man who had been treated for coronavirus, and he said that one of the major things that they did in the hospital was just give him Gatorade, because there's not really anything that you can do for the virus because, I mean, I guess treating some of the symptoms, but a virus just has to run its course. So he said that he had had all this Gatorade. So I went back and got some Gatorade. So I got that one, and then I got one over there too. I got some water. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of hard to know what you need to get because we don't know how bad things are going to break down. I mean, right now everything's fine, of course, and like some people are still going to work and the utility employees are going to work, but no one knows what's really going to happen. I mean, a week ago, I would have thought there's no way that we would ever not have planes going to and from Europe, or that Walt Disney World would shut down, or the Major League Baseball or NBA, all that stuff. So no one knows. And anyone who says that they do is just full of it. Okay, so for the drinks, we've got lots of like sparkly waters because Michael loves those and I do too. And we got him some ginger ale. I got an extra coffee. I got a bunch of this shelf-stable organic whole milk because Mercy has started drinking this. It's really funny because Mercy will only drink it if it's room temperature. She will not drink it when it's cold, which is hysterical to me because I guess she's used to breast milk. Okay, so we've got baked beans, black beans. This back here is Rotel tomatoes and peppers. I got Michael some salsa. These are so gross, and I would normally never ever have these instant mashed potatoes, but I mean, they're shelf-stable and you never know. I'd gotten that a while back with the macaroni and cheese. I've got some chicken stock. I had bought a bunch of this rice at Costco a couple of weeks ago because I saw that it had a little star next to it, and so I thought Costco would stop selling it. So this is all like different kinds of rice. I got an extra thing of applesauce, some fruit for Mercy, these vegetable pouches. We got lots of pastas back there. I also want to say that like 2 weeks ago, I would have found this much food in my pantry disgusting. I am not a food hoarder. I like to buy, you know, some things I buy in bulk, like tomatoes at Costco, because we eat a lot of tomatoes and I know that I'm going to use them. And I will use all this food. And if I don't use it, then I'll donate it. And I don't feel like we like emptied out shelves or anything, which would be hurting someone else. But it is weird to me to have this much food in my pantry. Okay, so I bought an extra mayo. I actually have 2 extra ones because I'm almost out of the one in the refrigerator. Some pickles. I've got some lentils. Some lentils. These are just sauces. Tomato sauce, tomatoes. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, okay. So I have lots of fresh vegetables, but I started thinking like, what if there's a break in the supply chain and we can't get fresh fruits and vegetables? Because right now everyone is thinking, okay, we'll just like hunker down for a couple of weeks and then we'll all be able to go to the store again. But somewhere along that, I'm thinking, what if, you know, what if there's a problem with the drivers or the people who work in the factories to make the food, or the people on the farms? I mean, it could happen anywhere and there could be a break in the supply chain. You won't have it. So then I started thinking, okay, we've got beans and rice, but what about canned vegetables? And we don't really eat canned vegetables, but I got some. So yeah, so I've got like, whoop. I've got some sweet peas. I've never in my life eaten canned spinach, but hey, I mean, if it can be frozen. Lots of tomatoes. These, then I started thinking, what if Italy can't give us these good tomatoes? Collard greens. I'm from Alabama, so tomatoes and okra. There's some tuna back there. Corned beef hash. Corn. These are what I often keep on hand for Mercy just because I'll heat them up for her. They're like peas and carrots and corn and beans. Green beans, some olives. I got this big jar of peanut butter. I got some soups and a big thing of strawberry jam. This I bought before, but oh, these are chicken, which, I mean, it's kind of gross. Like, I would normally not really buy this. But, I mean, if you're starving, it might be good. Some more soup, some cream of mushroom soup. I got this quinoa. This can be eaten like without any heat. You just mix it together. I got some fresh tomatoes. And I got these wraps because they have like a longer shelf date than bread. Like, this is good until, or this is sell by April 20th. So that's like a really long time. I got this biscuit mix because I thought, what if we don't have any more bread? I mean, I know this sounds like crazy talk, but like, I'm aware that this sounds like craziness, but you really don't know what's gonna happen. And like I said, like, we will eat this food. It feels a little overboard for us, but then at the same time, like, even going through this, I'm thinking, do I really have enough? Because what if something really bad happens? I mean, I don't know. I don't really trust our government right now because I feel like they're trying to minimize things. And I look at what's going on in Italy and it's frightening. I mean, let's face it, like, you read the news and it's scary. Okay, so I got a big bag of onions because these last a long time. I got some crackers for kind of the same reason as the bread, if we need something like that. These I just got when I went regular grocery shopping, the chips. Let's see. Oh, these are all of Mercy's snacks. I mean, look, this is a lot. I kind of, like, it's kind of embarrassing, but I do kind of keep these anyway. Oh, I've got, I don't know if I said this already, all these, like, tomato sauces. And this is the only one that I purposely bought, like, before prepping. Oh, I also got this pancake mix because Mercy really likes pancakes, and I have some frozen, but I don't usually make them from scratch. That's our pantry haul, and now I'll show you what I got, like, fresh or frozen. Okay, so in here I got like an extra half gallon of milk and an extra half and half. Michael said that he was not gonna die without eating hot dogs, so I got him some hot dogs. And for our anniversary, I got this corned beef brisket. I'm gonna make that with the sauerkraut. We got some mortadella. And then I got a lot of these like packaged lunch meats because they have a longer date on them. I mean, we'll definitely eat this. I don't know if we'll eat it, like, for survival, but we'll eat it. And then I got a bunch of cheeses, some shredded cheeses and sliced cheeses. This is an old block of cheese. Let's see. I got a bunch of clementines. There's some strawberries underneath there, some apples, lemons, lettuce. Here's some broccoli back there, which I just have anyway. I got this at Costco. I thought it might be a chicken that Michael would eat. I got some hummus. This I had for a while back, the pimento cheese. I got some new eggs, and some yogurt for Mercy. And then for the freezer, this is kind of gross, but it's Lent and there's no meat on Friday, so I got some fish sticks. Sometimes we do make tacos out of those though, and they're not bad. Some waffles for Mercy. I got her some more of these chicken meatballs because she loves them. I got her some dinosaur chicken nuggets. see. What else do we have in here? This is some Italian sausage, some ground beef, and in there, I'm not gonna show it because it's really jam-packed, but there's some chicken. I did not buy hand sanitizer in time. So when I went to a couple of stores, they were out. But I went to the checkout, to the cashier, and asked, and they did have a couple of the hand size. So I got a couple of those. I got this one, that's a spray one, and then I got some hand sanitizing wipes. And those I've been keeping in the car, because every time we get back into the car, I mean, we're trying not to go out much, but when we get back into the car, we use that. So then at Costco, I got, of course, the toilet paper. Let me show you what I got. So at Costco, I got like one of these big things of toilet paper. And honestly, guys, this is what I usually buy from Costco. And it'll last us a long time. And I've got a few extra big rolls like that. Or not big packages, but just like a 6-pack. Then I got Clorox wipes and Lysol. My mom brought me these gloves, and honestly I hope that it doesn't get to the point where I like have to wear these in stores, but I have actually seen a woman in Target. I've seen 2 masked people in Target, and one had a mask and gloves on, and honestly it was scary. Like it scared me, and I hope that it didn't scare Mercy, because I mean it's unusual, you know. Anyway, she brought me these gloves, and I mean, honestly, if one of us gets sick, then I would want, like if Michael gets sick, then I would want to take care of him wearing gloves. Because, you know, you can get sick and not have to go to the hospital. So someone still has to take care of you. And then when I went to the store, like all of the antibacterial soap was gone. And I don't know that you really have to use antibacterial soap. I think that it's just using soap. So I just bought a few extras. So actually I wanted to say that one of the very first things that I did when things started getting really scary is that I went and got I would normally get the SNS nails, which it's like powder acrylic. So, God, every time I'm like, am I getting short of breath or am I just talking a lot? I don't know if it's been that way for you guys, but like anytime, like if I cough, I'm like, oh my God, do I have coronavirus? But anyway, I used to get the SNS nails, which is like a powder acrylic. It's not good for your nails, but it does make them strong because it's acrylic on your nails. But I was having my nails like kind of long. Well, even without coronavirus, it's kind of not the smartest thing, because although I do like the look of it, it's not the smartest thing because germs get under your nails. You know, and if you have like artificial nails or even just a regular manicure, you know, water is like the enemy because it'll make your manicure not last as long. So if you were to really scrub under your nails a lot, it'll make them get ruined. So the first thing that I did was make an appointment and get them like taken off. So as you can see, my nails are short. I just have a regular manicure. So, I mean, the most important thing that you can do, I guess, is just wash your hands. So every time we go out, I have Lysol wipes in the car, and we'll, you know, wipe down everything when we get back into the car from like being in the store. And then we have hand sanitizing wipes. So, and then we've been sanitizing everything at home, and like we live in a building where we have to hit elevator buttons and stuff like that. So, I mean, it does feel a little mad, like overreacting, but that is the way that viruses, like that's the way they transfer from one person to another. So you know, just trying to be smart. But anyway, this video, I'm probably not gonna, I'll probably close the vlog here and just have this be like a standalone, what I did to prepare for basically being homebound for a couple of weeks. I do have an appointment to get an eye exam on Wednesday, and to be honest, like, I really don't want to have it done, but I am almost out of contacts, and like, I've been having trouble seeing up close, and my glasses don't really, my glasses are only for far away. But he's gonna be right there in my face, the doctor. So I've been going to this doctor for a while, and I'm gonna ask him if he can just like write me a temporary prescription, or just have the, when you go in, they have machines that like check your vision. So I'm gonna see if maybe he can just go off that and not have to do the face-to-face exam. I mean, what if I'm sick and I give it to him, or he could give it to me? And honestly, I'm not so much worried about me or Mercy, but it's Michael, because he is in the vulnerable category. And that's what I really wish that everyone who's young and healthy would remember, that, you know, we all have someone, or a lot of us have someone who we love who might be vulnerable. Anyway, that was a lot of chatting. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.